Alright, y'all. So today we're going to be looking at this video by Osacar Patel on how to health max. So hopefully it's good and yeah, let's get to it. Oh, no audio?
In a world where literally everyone is unhealthy, addicted to
Okay.
processed food, has terrible habits, and is literally ugly and cooked, you have the potential to be the best looking, the healthiest, the most productive, the most efficient, the most successful, the most fulfilled version of yourself if you literally just lock in and fix your health. This is a legendary video. I'm going to be teaching you the 3-step basic guide to rewire your health and therefore entire life from the inside out because you
Okay.
finally bloody realized health is looks. And for reference, for those of you who have absolutely no bloody clue who I am and are like, who is this English bloke with no credentials? Listen, I do have the #1 highest.
Alright. Okay, so he's already promoting himself. Let's skip ahead to don't join this community. No, 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 no. This is trash. Do not join. Do not join. Do not join. Not giving away free promo on my channel, you know? Alright, boom, let's go.
Same time, I've transformed that
Okay,
back into the
more.
bit. I'm going
Alright.
to keep this short, sweet, and
Okay.
efficient. There are 3 key pillars: nature alignment, sleep, and diet. Those are the
Okay, so let's just look at this to begin with. Alright, so nature alignment, you start getting into like if you guys know who Goatus is, it's like this YouTuber that talks about health and eating raw meat and stuff like that. Now, nature alignment could be borderline criminal sometimes. There's some people that are like, oh, I'm not even gonna say it, but there's just nature alignment isn't always good. That's all I'm gonna say. And then sleep, yes, that's true. Diet, that's true. I'd say diet, sleep, and then nature alignment comes third because of the fact like I agree, but like nature alignment doesn't necessarily make something good for you. So that's all I'm gonna say. Like technically living in a house isn't natural, so you shouldn't live in a house. No, right? That's kind of dumb, right? So nature alignment will come third, but nature alignment in the context of like yes, go out in nature, like enjoy yourself, stuff like that. Put your feet in the grass, stuff like that. Then it's valid. Okay.
3 basic pillars of health. Obviously, there's a lot more stuff I harp on about. I will save that for other videos and future videos, but as a basic guide, that is all I want you to keep in mind: nature alignment, sleep, and diet. Now, how do we lock in all 3 of those pillars so that you can just start taking actions and have the biggest competitive advantage compared to everyone else in your life? It's literally impossible not to be successful when you are literally insanely healthy relative to everyone else. First thing off the bat is the sun, which is literally the key to everything. You can be doing everything right and not getting sunlight exposure and literally be ruining everything that you're doing. Sunlight exposure within the first 30 to 60 minutes after waking entrains the circadian rhythm via the suprachiasmatic nucleus, which basically triggers a cortisol spike at the correct time, setting the hormonal cascade for the day and initiating the melatonin countdown timer for nighttime sleep. So essentially, you need to expose your eyes and body to sunlight first thing in the
All right.
morning.
By the way, I do talk about this in my community. It's my school community, first link in the description. But I do talk about general health. But I specifically made a full guide on optimizing your sleep with all the super niche stuff that I talk about. But anyways, let's go back.
So that 13 or 14 hours later, you can sleep like a baby. The base of your day needs to be getting out and looking or exposing your body to sunlight first thing in the morning. If you're not doing this, I don't care how much money you're making, how productive you are, how good you think your life is, you don't realize how healthy you can be, how good you can feel, and what it will be like when you truly get it locked in. Expose your eyes to the sun and stop being an absolute dimwit. Now, the second part of nature alignment is grounding, which seems a bit hippie, seems a bit weird, but genuinely the studies backing this up are kind of bulletproof and it is a very real concept. Barefoot contact with
There's no such thing as a bulletproof study. That's why, like, health and nutrition debates go on for days. Same thing with politics. And what else? What are some strong debates that people have? That it's like some debates are like literally never ending because there's just so many points for both sides to make. Like the only two I could think of is like health and politics. But yeah, like for like in health, it's like you can bring a study for this, a study for that, a study for this, a study for that. There's a rebuttal for this claim, another one for this claim. Infinite Instagram reels people can throw at each other, so it's gonna go in circles. But just to be clear, there's no such thing as a bulletproof study. But yeah.
the Earth literally allows the transfer of free electrons, which neutralizes reactive oxygen species in the body, which are literally the worst things ever and kill your Leydig cells. At the same time, studies on earthing literally show that it reduces blood viscosity, improves wound healing, and at the same time improves inflammatory markers such as C-reactive protein, CRP, and a load of these other things. It seems weird, it seems a bit odd, but genuinely, it actually changed my life. Even though I was very reluctant to kind of buy into it and believe it at the start, grounding is very real, sunlight exposure is very real. We are humans, we are innately wired to function in a certain environment, and therefore why deny the environment and try and mimic it with red light therapy, fake lights, fake grounding bed sheets, all of these things.
Well,
Just get out in
well, red light therapy. Well, I don't know what he means by that, to be honest.
nature,
But red light therapy is good for sleep because it's like if you want to set your just a fucking how did mosquito get there's a mosquito in my room, but red light therapy before sleep, it's not therapy per se, but like it is important because like if you want to set your circadian rhythm, this is a hot take, but like a lot of people think, oh yeah, it's better to wake up early in the morning and set your circadian rhythm. Honestly, I think that won't change that much because your cortisol is going to be slowly going down throughout the day. Your melatonin is going to be slowly, rising, especially like in that time before bed. So like your cortisol levels are that's gonna manage itself, right? Like you're gonna get tired at the same time, regardless, right? The one thing though that I do notice makes a difference is like if I have this light right here that I have for my for the video, right? If I have that on, that will never ever ever like allow me to have the same like I want to stay up for a longer time. Like even if I know I'm supposed to be sleeping at 8:30, let's say, I'll still just want to stay up all night or like stay up later simply because of, just having a white light right next to me. Right? So I think it's more important to have red lights before bed than to have um early morning sun.
Summer's coming around. You have no more excuses. I say this video for a seasonal change. So lock in, stop being cooked, and yeah, let's keep cracking. Now, moving on to the second key pillar, which is sleep. The first thing you need to do is stop consuming meals 3 hours before bed. It might
This is true.
seem over the top, but late night meals will over elevate insulin, which inhibits melatonin secretion. And at the same time, late night meals will also increase the activation of the sympathetic nervous system, which directly delay the body's sleep processes. Cooking your sleep, cooking the resetting of your hormones, preventing you from recovering properly, and setting you up for literal failure the next day. Stop eating before bed. At the same time, I'm going to wire through a couple other key things. Firstly, obviously, you need to be wearing some red light glasses or at least some blue light blocking glasses before you sleep.
Yeah, with that I actually have like a better suggestion for this because like red light glasses, if you guys have ever had them on, it's like it's just so awkward. Like you wouldn't walk outside with those on. You wouldn't walk around your house with those on. And let's be honest, if it's like with that hour before sleep, you're not gonna be in your living room. You're not gonna be in just walking around your house. You're going to be in your bedroom by yourself, right? So if you guys want, like I would suggest getting a red light. Like I literally have one right. I'll show you guys actually. Don't leave. I'll make myself go full screen and I'll show you guys. Alright, watch. I gotta close this first. Watch this, watch this. Okay. Alright. Now look. Boom. Right here. I have a red light. Boom, right? So what I do is I just turn that on. And right now it's like blood red. Like it's literally fully red. It's because I have my windows open and it's like 8 p.m. only right now. That's why it's still like this. But most of the time, bro, I'm telling you, like the red light actually does help with your sleep, right? So, it helps with your sleep more so than having the glasses on, is what I've found. I don't see like the glasses are cool, but just put some red lights on, you'll be set. You don't need to go and like buy the glass. If you're gonna buy something, regardless, right? You're thinking, oh, should I buy, the glasses or should I not? If you're gonna buy something, just buy the red light, and also get a light alarm. This is stuff I shouldn't be talking about. I talk about it in my community. There's some like I know the exact link to like the best alarm. So my alarm right there, I won't tell y'all what it is, but it's a hatch alarm, right? Yo, I'm autistic. I just said it. Anyways, okay. Yo, I just said it as I told y'all I wouldn't say it, but right, it's called a hatch alarm, right? So what these hatch alarms do is when you wake up, they'll wake you up with a light, and once you're sleeping, they will have the red light on, right? So it kind of like sets your circadian rhythm naturally. I sound sponsored. Let's get back to the video. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just saying the red light is better than the red light glasses. Simple.
Your light environment is the basis of how your body signals what is happening, what time of day it is. The reason exposing your eyes to the sun in the morning sets you up for the day is because it spikes your cortisol, gets you ready, gets you activated. If you're being exposed to blue light at night, like I am right now to save and record this video for you buggers, it will literally signal
Same, bro. It's 8 p.m. I'm supposed to be, reading a book right now,
your body
but I'm here recording this video for y'all.
stay up, ruin your sleep, and destroy circadian rhythm. Wear some red light blocking glasses, 90 to 2 hours, 90 minutes to 2 hours before you sleep. At the same time, you also need to use the hot shower cold room combo. You need to basically lower your core body temperature as much as possible. And when you take a hot shower, believe it or not, it's antagonistic thinking. But when you take a hot shower, your body temperature gets cooler. Same time, if you make the room,
Yeah, this is true. Because when you take a hot shower, your body tries to like combat that by reducing your internal body temperature, and that happens because like the heat like kind of dilates your blood vessels, so there's just more circulation to your limbs. and so because of that, your internal body temperature goes lower. I don't know the science, but you get my point.
Cooler to around 19 degrees Celsius. Ideally, it's like 18, but 18 is a bit pushing it. That's pretty cold. 19 degrees Celsius, 66, I can't remember what it is, 67 degrees Fahrenheit.
I just open my windows. Like your parents might like get mad at you if you're not like, oh, the AC. Like I swear that's at least what I found with my parents. But I just when you're about to go take the hot shower, just open the windows real quick, and then when you get out, close them back up, and then you'll be set. You'll be all right.
Fahrenheit, somewhere around there. That's the perfect temperature for your body to actually secrete more melanin, get ready to sleep, and sleep like a baby. At the same time, you also, and if you're really struggling, you can use this combination, which is raw honey and chamomile tea. Raw honey will decrease the
Okay, that's completely autistic, but let's hear him out.
role of cortisol and gluconeogenesis. Chamomile tea contains GABA, which is
Wait,
natural
what?
role of cortisol and glucose combination, which is raw honey and chamomile tea. Raw honey will decrease the role of cortisol and gluconeogenesis. Chamomile tea
Raw honey reduces the role of cortisol during gluconeogenesis. Well, if you're having honey, your body wouldn't like need to rely on gluconeogenesis regardless, would it? Like I get that. Okay, gluconeogenesis is a stressful. Like it's not the preferred way of getting energy for the body, right? I do admit that's true. Okay, but saying going as far as to say, oh yeah, have raw honey because it reduces, you're having plenty of glucose throughout. Like if you have fruits, if you have honey, if you have, potatoes, maybe like you'll be all right. By the way, if you guys don't know my channel, I talk about the animal-based diet and just and optimizing your health overall, right? So animal-based diet, optimizing your health, and building an aesthetic physique that you love, right? So that's what I talk about in my community as well as on my channel, right? And again, with the raw honey, like, or let's see what he's. I just want to hear this one more time. Okay, raw honey and chamomile tea. This isn't gonna make. I want to argue it, but he's right. But it's like it's not a point though. It's like a non-point. Like it's not like it's nothing. It's true, but it's like it doesn't have to be said as advice. That's like saying like, oh, go in the sun because it helps you, you know, be more happy. I don't know if that's the best. I can't think of a good analogy here, but it's like it's not okay. Cool, yeah, it's true, but it's like we kind of like we don't need to know this information to benefit from it. If that makes sense, like no one's going out. You're having already enough glucose, so it's fine. Like yeah, I don't know.
raw honey will decrease the role of cortisol and
Wait, did I shrink my camera? Oh my god, I almost got scared. I thought it was full screen the whole time. Jeez. All right.
gluconeogenesis. Chamomile tea contains GABA, which naturally improves your sleep quality and is a very powerful, like it's as a supplement, it's not very good because you can't really get it in bioavailable forms. But if you can get it from a natural source, it is super powerful for encouraging better, deep, and REM sleep. Now, the first two pillars, sleep and nature alignment, have been absolutely crushed. Now we can move into the final and third pillar, which is diet. And if you need any more help with any of these things, if this may seem
Okay.
overwhelming, I know
I'm not gonna lie. For this video, I think that's it. I'm bored of the video. And when I'm bored is when the video ends. You know why? Because I own the channel and you guys can't do anything about it. But I do think overall, like yeah, he was right about most of the stuff. That gluconeogenesis point that he made at the end kind of didn't make sense. But I think overall it's like he wasn't too far off. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, let me know and peace.